Let me change my light. Let's bring this down a little. Hi, my salty pecans. Happy Friday. Woo! I'm going to let a few more salty peeps roll in tonight. But I'm here. I made it. I'm always like, put a time and then things come up and here I am. So happy Friday. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This looks a little bare right here. Okay, whatever. This is missing a plant because, hold on, let me comb my hair. Let's fix this. I don't know what's happening here. Okay. Yes. So tonight's live is actually not going to be very long. I might be here for maybe like 15, 20-ish minutes. I actually have to head out tonight. So I already told y'all since last week, tonight's live was going to be like a early live and a short live, which is what it's going to be. Also tonight, I am not going to be making a physical cocktail. I just don't have the time to like make a cocktail and still enjoy being with you all and having to like rush out. So I have definitely a cocktail for us to have tonight. In the spirit of Halloween, of course, we are going to be using my skeletal hand sort of champagne glass. And the drink of choice for tonight, because again, I'm not making one. I have a special drink. I'm not just gonna hop in with nothing. This baby is from the island of Jamaica itself. This is Rum Stripe by the brand Red Stripe, and this is their coconut and pine flavored cocktail. So this is Jamaican rum blended with coconut and pineapple, and this is about 9% alcohol. Hi, CJ. Good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. How has your week been? I'm trying to tuck my hair in. How has your week been? How has your Friday been? Today has been crazy. I had to like take today off from work because so much is happening. But yeah, so I'm trying to like get up on out of here by like 6:45. Again, tonight is going to be a very short live. So yes, in the spirit of Halloween, we have this cup to drink. Thank you, Siege. I decided to give myself a different style. I have not done like a nice little sewing in decades, okay? And you all know I do all my hair, and if you did it, I do my hair. All of the ever hairstyles you've ever seen me wearing, I do all of my hair because I'm paranoid. I don't like people touching my hair. I feel like I can probably do it better or just as good as someone else. And I don't have the patience to be sitting in someone else's chair to do my hair. I also don't have the patience for someone to do my hair and I don't like it because I've had a horror story. Let me share my little horror story as we're making our drinky drink. Let me do this. So I have my speakers. And I'm just gonna put this like on here. Okay. Like so. So quick little horror story I had a few years back. I think this was maybe around like 2015, 2016. I decided to like color my hair and I wanted to do balayage, which is like a gradient sort of blonde brown effect in your hair, right? So I went to a stylist to do the balayage, get the color, and she did it, but it wasn't light enough. I wanted it to be a little bit lighter. So I went back and homegirl bleached my whole entire head blonde, like platinum blonde. And she also, so at that time, it was when microblading was first a thing on the beauty world. So microblading is, adding, it's like eyebrow tattooing without a tattoo, right? So it's not a tattoo, but it is like hair strokes that they do. So I got microblading done almost like a decade ago. So I just had a microblading appointment earlier that day. Then I went to her. Tell me why. She got bleach in my eye, all in my fresh wounded eyebrow, like this eyebrow. It was such a horror story. I still tipped her. She told me I didn't have to pay because like her manager was there and everything, but I still tipped her because I'm like, honestly, this was traumatizing, but whatever. I brought the money with me. Yeah, so ever since then, I just don't do my let people do my hair. Back in the day, when I was in like high school and I had a relaxer. I had a relaxer for like 2 years of my entire 30 years of life. So I had a relaxer and for 2 years, and I used to go to like the Dominican hair salon, and they used to give me like the wash and set, the blowout, and all that. So that was way back when. And then I stopped, I think, when I turned like 16 or 17. I got a relaxer when I was 13, and I stopped when I was like about 15, 16. And yeah, never went back. So yeah, I had a relaxer for like 2 years of my whole entire life. Hi, Miss Lady June. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna try to break my nails. So this is the first time I'm trying this. I don't think they sell this in the States. Give me 1 second. I'm getting a call. Salty peeps. Okay, sorry y'all. Mad rude. But cheers to you, salty peeps. I'm having the coconut rum and pineapple rum stripe straight from Jamaica. CJ said, I only let one person touch my hair when I moved back to the East Coast. I would fly back to Minneapolis, or is it Minnesota? I never know what does MN stand for? Minneapolis, Minnesota. I don't know my states like that. Let me Google it. MN state. Minnesota. Perfect. What's Minneapolis? Minneapolis. What's the abbreviation for Minneapolis. Google's not giving it to me. But you're right with MN is right, but you're right. Okay. Okay. So yeah, I have to leave in about like 10-ish minutes now, salty peeps. So in regards to me being tired of this, grandpa, I am sick and tired of the rain. I feel like every single flipping weekend in New York, the last few weeks, the last month or so, has been downpour. It has been just heavy downpour, heavy rain, and I just want one nice rain-free weekend when I can just enjoy the weather. It's been downpouring all day today, and tomorrow it's going to be downpouring all again. And I am just, I want a break. Okay, I want sunshine. It's already the fall, so you guys are taking away the heat, and now you're taking away the sunshine. I'm over it. Okay. I don't know how the weather is out there by you, but by here it's garbage. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Mm-mm-mm. I threw this in the freezer as well, so the cup could be chilled too. Mm. Delicious. So there have been a couple of house plants that have been really just making me super happy this fall, and mainly it's the plants that are more in my bathroom, but there are some house plants in this room as well that have been making me happy. So I just have all of them here on the table, and I'm gonna go through them basically one by one to share with you all my faves. Okay. Okay. So if you're an OG salty pecan, you know that I have some serious love for this house plant. This is, I would say, my favorite plant. Okay, my most favorite plant. Just aesthetically, I love this plant. Everything about this plant makes me feel like a plant mom. If I could just have a room full of Hoya linearis, I would. I love the Hoya linearis. I think the Hoya linearis is a stunning plant. It's beautiful. And I picked this up earlier this year, and I've just been obsessed over it. Like, I've just been obsessed over it. I've had a few Hoya linearis in my collection over the past few years during me finding this genus of plant and collecting them. The linearis does it for me. The linearis will always do it for me. The linearis has always done it for me. I'm obsessed with the Hoya linearis. So I've lost a few over the years, and every year I try to like get another one to see if maybe I can do it better. Okay. And I think I figured it out this year. So I figured out that basically I can't keep it in any of the rooms that get too much sun. And also I can't keep it in a room that gets too hot. This plant loves to be moisture, like it loves to be moist. I find my linearis loves to be moist, loves to be where it's humid. So I keep my Hoya linearis in my bathroom. My bathroom does have a window, which is a great thing. So it does get natural filtered light because the bathroom window is double pane. So when the bathroom windows are closed, it gets that sort of like filtered light. And then most of the time when the bathroom windows are open, it does get light, but it's not dead smack in the window. And also because the bathroom is a bit more humid, this plant is just really long. Okay. I have to wrap it around and let it hang this way, or else it would just be a curtain. Okay. I'm gonna maybe like, let me just unwrap a couple of these for you. Okay. I'm just gonna try to be very careful. And I'm going to wrap a few. So example, look how long this strand is. You can't even see. Let me get more strands. So you can really see how long this plant is. And the reason that I do wrap it, look at this. Really long. Let me show you. Oh, don't do that. All right. Can y'all see? This is a long plant. So the reason that I wrap it again is because it's so long, and the way I have this hung up in my bathroom, I actually have it hanging on my shower curtain, and from where it's hung up, this is really long, so it pretty much touches the tub, which means that the windows are high up, which means that the lower part is not getting sunlight. So in order for the entire plant to fully get sunlight, I have to fold the leaves within, the hangings of the container in order, like I said, for this plant to get proper lighting. So this is the first house plant that I'm just obsessed with this fall, year round, but more specifically this fall, because I was on a mission to make sure I was able to keep this house plant alive, because as history has shown me, during the summertime, they die. I have not been able to keep a Hoya linearis alive during the summer in this room since I've been collecting Hoyas. Okay, so that's the first one. The next houseplant that I'm just obsessed with is also in my bathroom. And this is another plant that I used to have, but I lost it. I don't remember what happened to cause me to lose this plant, but not lose like, oh, I don't know where I placed it, but lose as in me no longer having it in my collection because it went to the plant graveyard. That's good. The next one is actually, I'm just going to pick both of them up together because they live together. CJ, what kind of hair did you used to have? You had braids, locks, a Caesar? Let me know. So the next house plant, a lot of people found my channel through my string of hearts variegated plants from years ago. And when I made that video, it was because this plant was just going for an arm and a leg, but I managed to find it for, I think, like $10-ish for a decent sized pot. And pretty much that seller got really big based off of like my videos, contacted me, this, that, and the third, did a little mini giveaway with their plants. And I ended up losing the plant that everyone fell in love with me for. So when was it? Last year, I found this random lady on Facebook that so I found an individual on Facebook. She was selling each of these for like $5. And at the time they were starter plants. So they like, it was just like pretty much the top of the plant was less full than what this looks like now. Okay. So it was less full. There were less leaves on here. And over like the last year or so, it's grown a lot. It's really tangled up. They're both tangled up within one another. Yeah. I don't know, but I'm gonna just put it right back to where it lives because it's fine. Eventually, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm gonna untangle this, but I'm in love with the variegated string of hearts. Always loved it, and I'm really happy that it's back in my collection and it's staying alive. Okay, so I found that my bathroom. A lot of plants do really well in there, but again, my bathroom does have natural light, so it's not a bathroom that is windowless. The next two house plants are these right here. So I actually got this during a trade from Vanessa, one of my salty pecans, and she sent me, this is the Hoya Black Margin, and I believe this is the Philodendron Golden Dragon or something, like the Black Margin and the Golden Dragon. And the day I got it, I literally just placed it in this container, and I have not like looked back. It's grown. Pretty much all the leaves that you're looking at are new. They all grew in my bathroom. All of these are like brand new leaves. All of these are new vines and whatnot. Loving my bathroom. I can't complain. And even all of these leaves are new. The plant, when I originally got it, it was one damaged leaf that I was not a fan of. So I popped it off and I just let a bare stem just form new growth. And that's what how it's been doing. So I'm really, really proud and really, really happy for these two plants. So there are just three more house plants that I'm going to share with you, all that have been making me extremely hyper crazy happy this fall. The next is my Hoya obovata. I love this houseplant so much. My obovata is a maniac. My obovata makes me feel like such a proud plant parent. This obovata started off as an unrooted vine that I was not noticing, was unhappy. Most of the plant, like most of the vine died off, and I managed to just save like a cutting. Okay. And that cutting has decided to just grow like a madman this year. Okay. This cutting, all basically every, I'm gonna like, I'm capping maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but I would say every single leaf that you're looking at here all grew within this year. Everything you're looking at here all grew within this year. Of course, with the exception of maybe the one or two leaves that were originally on here when I rooted this plant to save it, okay? And as you can see, it decided to pop off and give me a whole brand new vine. So this vine is new. This has been the original vine that's been growing over the last couple of months. And then this came out of nowhere and decided to just do its thing. Let me skip ads for y'all. And this vine, aside from it just pushing out all these beautiful leaves, it also gave me another peduncle. And this Hoya has given me just, this is like the peduncle Hoya. It's giving me this huge flowering one right here. This one has flowered countless times this summer. This baby is new, so it hasn't done much, but it has so much potential. Love it. There's a new little leaf popping in right here. Obsessed with the Hoya ovata. I'm so happy, so in love with this plant. The next house plant I'm obsessed with is going to be my Philodendron Burley Marks variegated. I love just the coloring, the way the variegation is so different per leaf. Obsessed. And like also, you see, like depending on where I've placed those, depending on where I've placed this plant at the point of growth, right? And when I say at the point of growth, it just depends on when these leaves are growing in. The coloring will be different. So if the plant is a little bit more pulled back from the window, I get more of these like neon variegation. But when the house plant was close up to the window, I found that the variegation was more on the light, bright white side. So that's one thing I noticed with this particular plant. So a lot of the new growth has been more on the limey, neon lemon color because it lives back here. But again, when it used to be at the window, it was going crazy. And as we're rounding this video up, the last house plant that, of course, I had to talk about that's been just having me go crazy this fall is my Monstera Salty Pecan. Love this house plant so much. It's beautiful. I can't get over my Monstera Salty Pecan. One of my favorite house plants for years now. When I originally purchased this plant, I didn't even know what I was getting. I wanted the Monstera Peru. They didn't have the Monstera Peru. They had this plant in stock. So I got it. And then come to find out at the time, it was, more of an uncommon house plant. I was butchering the name. And it was one November live stream. We had a kiki and a cackle with each other. And we decided to name our salty pecan family salty pecans. Okay. And we have not looked back ever since. Love this house plant. It's been driving me crazy this past fall, this current fall, not past fall. And yeah, let me know, salty peeps, what house plants have you been in love with? Have you been obsessing with currently this fall season? Because I know if you're like me, there are some that catches your eye more than others. So let me know about those that you love. Let me see what's going on. Siege says, he did all of that Prince thing. Ow. Okay, you had the locks, you had the braids, had all that jazz. Love it. What you rocking now? You got some locks now. You got a Caesar. You got a fade. CJ said that's my love hate. I'm having trouble keeping the variegation. Yeah, so variegation I find it's really just more light tolerant, light dependent, depending on where it's placed, how much it's getting. Dreads and a mohawk? What? Dreads and a mohawk? How that look? How that look? A mohawk dread. Hmm. Interesting. Well, salty peeps. So I'm going to just like that. Any colors? Got some blonde tips. I love you all. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video tonight. Your girl has to head out. He said, hell no, no blonde tips. Okay. I was just asking. I was just asking. So, yes, I love you all. I will see you all next Friday. I'm about to head outside of this house and enjoy my weekend because this week has been a week. Work drained me yesterday. I needed today off. So I love you all. I'll see you on the next one. Let's get growing. Bye. Make sure to follow me on my other social media networks at HousePlant, HauzPlant. Okay. I'll see you next Friday and let's get growing again. Bye. Bye, my houseplants. Bye, Siege. Bye, Miss Lady June.